In Psalm 125, verse 1, the Bible said, "Those that put their trust in the Lord are like Mount Zion that cannot be shaken and that cannot be moved. It abides forever." And as the mountains are round about Jerusalem, so is the Lord round about his people. You see, one thing about God, when you put your trust, absolute trust in God, you're unshakable. Because one thing that trouble, when you have troubles in your life, anxiety moves you, and anxiety makes you run helter skelter. When you have troubles and you're running from one place to the other, you're confused, you're moved. That means you're moved. And if you're confused, you don't know what to do, you're giving up, you're worried, you are in a place, you're displaced, and that's what trouble. One thing, the meaning of trouble is to move you. When trouble begins to move you from one position to the other, you're confused and you're doing the wrong things. Now, this is trouble. That's what trouble does. It gets you to move, because the definition of trouble is to destabilize you. That's what trouble is. The trouble that destabilizes you means that your trust is in nowhere. It's in yourself, or it's in your money, or it's in other persons. But if you have your trust in God, when you have your trust in God, no matter when the trouble comes, you become like Mount Zion. You become, you can't move it. It's stationed. It's in a place. It's weighty. It cannot be shaken by anything. It cannot be shaken by anything. It's weighty. It stands sure. And so he says, as the mountains are round about Jerusalem, so is the Lord round about his people. That's not, it goes further to say, when you put your trust in God, in troubled times, you're not shaken. You're just calm, you're relaxed, you're still. That's what the Bible says, be still and know that I'm God. You're just there, like Mount Zion. You are still, no matter the trouble, because one thing that God has not given to any human is your peace of mind. He has not given it, because it's only Christ. In my peace I give unto you, not as the world gives. So that peace, your peace is not in any human. Your life is not in your life, and peace is not given to any human. So it's in God's hand. The Bible says your life and times are in his hands. So when you are still in the Lord, you're like Mount Zion. No matter the trouble, you just know that God is taking care of it. You don't try to figure it out. Because the problem is this: when you try to analyze and figure out, it doesn't mean that you discuss with God. It gives you the stillness, it gives you that peace of mind, that peace that makes you to be still. The state of stillness is the state that makes you, that's the Zion state, that's the Mount Zion state. You're just there, stable. Because no matter the troubles, the weight of the trouble cannot be heavier than Mount Zion. That's the equation. The weight of the trouble cannot be heavier than Mount Zion. You are the Mount Zion. So no matter the trouble, you are weightier than the trouble, because your trust is in the Lord. So you come to a place, a state of stillness, and know that God is taking care of it. And so, as the mountains are round about Jerusalem, so is the Lord round about his people. The presence of the Lord encompasses round about you, to give you that stillness, to give you that assurance that he's there. Because as the mountains round about, that means he's fenced your life. The trouble cannot shake you, because the definition of trouble is to destabilize. That's the definition of trouble. It destabilizes and makes you run helter skelter, moves you. But once you have issues and you put it in God's hands, one thing I just say to myself, this thing can't take my peace of mind, because he didn't give it to me. You didn't give me the peace, and so you can't take it. So I just put it in God's hands and I move on. That's just me. It's like that is how carefree I am, trusting God. In the state of being carefree, put it in God's hands and you move on. He will fix it. It will contain that problem. The problem will not escalate. Because that's one thing, with having problem, talking to God, putting your trust in God, you are stationed, you are stabilized, you are weighty in the trust of God. When you trust God, you become weighty. Weighty in trust. Trust is a weight. It gives you the confidence of the weightiness of God inside of you, that nothing can move you. This problem will not move you. This problem will not make you confused. It will not make you run helter skelter. That is the trust. You become like Mount Zion. You abide in the trust of God. That's the meaning. You abide inside there. You are rooted. You put yourself in it. You plug in and stay there and see God move for you. Stay blessed and bye bye.